Welcome to week 10 of the Dreamer Challenge, 52-week challenge. We are 10 weeks in. This week it's about making it happen, however, wherever, whatever it looks like, however long you can, working on your dream. For me, accepted a position as a firefighter, super stoked. The next 4 weeks, I'll be doing 8 to 5, Monday through Friday, which is fantastic. Excited to get into it. And what that means for the dream, though, is between 8 and 5, not going to be able to write, obviously. So what that means is waking up a little bit earlier every day. So waking up an hour earlier, maybe for you it's 30 minutes earlier. Maybe it's only 15 minutes earlier. Getting up, making it happen. For me, first things first, doing it in the morning is a guarantee, or more of a guarantee. There's a higher chance of me actually working on the dream if I get up earlier and put in some work first thing in the day. And not only that, like, if this is something you really love and enjoy, which is like, this is your dream, like, you should love and enjoy it. 80% of the time, there will be maybe some seasons that you don't enjoy, but for the majority, at least 80%, 75%, you should love working on this, or at least enjoy and get joy out of it, right? So it's not like, if you love 100% of working on a dream, like, that's fantastic and you should follow that. But yeah, let's dive into it. So making it happen whenever, wherever you can, putting in however much work you can, whatever season you're in. So over the next 4 weeks, I'm in a season where I'm not going to be able to put as much writing and work into the dream as possible. But to counterbalance that, I'm going to do some work early in the mornings. Maybe I'll do some work at lunch, because we get an hour lunch break. Don't need an hour to eat lunch, y'all. Especially if you take your own food, then you can work on the dream even more. Maybe it's doing it later at night. Maybe you're a night person, so maybe you have your best ideas and you fall into that creative energy or whatever you're working on as part of your dream or side hustle, doing it at night. So yeah, making it happen. And the big takeaways for this week for me were more ideas, faster feedback. So the more ideas is generating a lot of ideas, because you're going to have a ton of ideas that just aren't great. Like, they're not going to be great. Like, that's just how it works. Because we think of a lot of things as human beings and make connections all over the place and see opportunities. And the only way to know the difference between a bad idea or a great idea is to get faster feedback. So whatever that feedback loop is, as a writer, I have a critique group. Hey, shoot a message critique group. I have this great idea for the book. What do y'all think? Boom, I instantly got 3 other opinions. Or talk about it with other people at work. Talk about it with friends. Talk about it with family. Whatever the dream is, you're going to get a lot more value out of talking to people that are already doing that dream. So like, if your dream is to create your own, auto body shop because you love working and restoring classic cars. Maybe it's, you're a stay-at-home mom and you're working on creating a meal prep business because you already love cooking for your family. You do it for all your kids and your partner. So you're already doing it and you're like, well, I could really just buy double the ingredients, make a bunch of meal preps, sell it on the side, and it really wouldn't be a lot more work. Then maybe you need to figure out, how do you get feedback on that? Maybe it's people at the gym you're targeting. Maybe it's, people at your church who are interested in a lot of people have really a lot of things that take up their time and want to dedicate their time to other things. And not everyone wants to spend all that cooking. A lot of people don't really know how to cook, don't want to cook, want more of their time back, and are willing to pay for that. So, it's, how can you have more ideas? How can you figure out as quickly as possible the difference between, is this a bad idea, is it a mediocre idea, or is this a great idea? It's faster feedback. So figuring out what that is. Maybe it's going online and creating a wait list, because wait lists are awesome. So I got this book idea. Go in, drop it into, a reader forum on Reddit, or drop it into, you know, a online reading platform and get feedback as fast as you can. So that's one of the big takeaways from this. The other one is creativity comes in all different manners and forms. There's not just writers, there's not just artists. I mean, it could be metalworking. It could be, you know, maybe you're an electrical engineer or maybe you're an electrician, and your creativity is in figuring out these complex problems and figuring out how to make it work. That's creativity. That's something that's important and a vital skill set. So, yeah, those are the big takeaways from this week. Just make it happen, keep doing the work, and we'll get there. 42 weeks to go. You got this.